What's going on, guys? Cold Turbo here with some more action for you. Got something a little different today. Instead of my drift car activities, we got somebody else's project. I don't know if it's going to be on a drift car or whatever, but they have a cracked wheel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix that by TIG welding it and all the little steps in between that. So let's get into it. So as you can see, it's cracked all the way down through here from the very outside edge to right in here. So it's about, I would say about 3 inches total. Yeah, so what we're gonna do at first is we're gonna take a drill bit and drill the end of the crack right here so it doesn't spread further once we're done with the whole process. So we're gonna do that right quick. Like I said, step one, we're gonna take this drill and drill through the end of the crack so it don't spread. Sweet. All right. Got the hole drilled right there. Like I said, it's not crazy long, about 3 inches, 3.5 maybe. Next step is you're gonna wanna take a cutoff wheel and grind this crack out. Go right down the crack all the way to the hole. Let's get into it. Now that we have that step done of grinding out the crack, you can see there, we're going to take another grind at it, and we're going to clean the whole surrounding area on the inside. Actually, this is the inside and the outside of the wheel. We just want that all nice and clean. Our next step before we're going to weld this out, we need to wipe it down with some acetone, make sure it's all clean, and we're going to preheat it. To do that, we're going to use this heat gun. Just kidding, you cannot use a heat gun for this step. It does not get nearly hot enough. You have to use a torch. Now that we've got this ground out, preheated, cleaned, and all that stuff, it's time to weld. Before I start welding, I'm going to show you like my parameters. I'm using a Vulcan Pro TIG 205. It's from Harbor Freight. I think it was like $1,200. For what I use it for, it's a very great machine. I love it. So right now I'm running it off 120 volt. So it'll only let me go to 120 amps. That should be fine for what I'm using. I've got that maxed out. I can control it with the pedal. Obviously we're on AC for doing aluminum. Let's see. I just have 0.4 seconds of pre-flow for my gas. You don't need a whole lot on aluminum. Let's see. I'm running 75 hertz on my frequency. Let's see. And I'm running 50% balance right now. Some people like it, some people don't. The welds on this ain't going to come out very clean. They're not going to have that stacked dimes look, but it'll be very strong. And then one more thing on this machine is, I just passed it. I'm running 3 seconds of post flow for my gas. So after the weld, it'll run for 3 seconds. And I'm not using pulse for this because you just don't need it. Now that we have the backside of it on the inside where the tire is welded, we're gonna flip it over and then come to the inside like where the brake rotor and stuff is. We're gonna weld that out. After we get both sides done, we will grind it back down and shape it in, you know, to the factory shapes of the wheel, and that should be it. If I see any issues while we're grinding it, shouldn't, but if I do, we'll go back and weld it back in. So the very last step of this process, once after we've got it welded done, we're gonna grind it all down to the factory shapes and all that stuff. And for that, I like to use a flap disc. I don't like using a grinding wheel because you'll take too much off too fast. I like using a flap disc because you can shape it how you want to real slow and make it nice and smooth and have not necessarily like a factory looking finish, but it'll look pretty smooth. This part of cleaning it up is honestly, in my opinion, the most crucial. That's where the bead of the tire goes. That one kind of needs to be pretty much perfect so you don't have any leaks or anything like that. So let's get into that. I also forgot to say, when you're doing this, please be sure you have safety glasses on. Tell now, we've got it all ground out flush and flat, you know, to the factory shape inside and out, so he should be good to go now.